What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at the free players from the FOF Nation SBC. It is America this time round. The first player we've got up is John Brooks. I don't know if he'll be the first review. I think McKenny probably will be the first, but Brooks will definitely be the second or third, obviously. He has had an upgrade from a 76 common from Wolfsburg all the way up to a 90 rated card, so obviously goes into the Bundesliga nicely. He is a 2-star, 3-star as we can see, left-footed and is 6'4" with a power header. So he's got 82 acceleration, 92 sprint speed. Again, with the shadow, you get 92 and 99. Not bad at all. Obviously, there is faster centre-backs out there, especially in the Bundesliga. We've got Alaba, Tapsoba, Boateng's 90. We've also got Klosterman, who's 90, which obviously won't get an upgrade now. So, obviously, with England and Germany, England did advance, so Germany don't get no upgrades on their Path to Glory cards anymore, but England does. And I don't think we've got any centre-backs, I don't think, because I know we've got Foden. Obviously, Grealish was an SBC. And I can't remember the rest. There's probably Chilwell. Chilwell will get one as well. In terms of composure, we've got great 99, great reactions. Ball control, dribbling, a little bit lacking, obviously, for a centre-back. And agility balance isn't the greatest, but I think we can make it work. Obviously, the defending and physicals are pretty tasty. He turns into a 96 overall centre-back with a shadow, which is absolutely fantastic. So let's jump straight into him. I believe Brooks was the middle SBC out of the three. Let me just double check. He was, so you need to give up an 85 rated team, 1 Bundesliga player, and 60 chem, which is coming in as 155 at the moment. Brooks, got to watch Di Maria. Oh, I like Brooks. Okay, I'm much more on board with that agility balance. He does seem quicker than it kind of like what you'd expect. That's poor from me, but it does seem quicker than what you'd expect on that turn, which is always fantastic. So we could be looking at an absolute brick wall there, to be honest. His defending, physical, all of that linking together looks absolutely fantastic. For a middle SBC, so far so good with him. Brooks in the centre, that's got to be his. We'll take it. We'll take it, not necessarily got rid of it, but gives it up for the keeper. That's what you want to see from a defender at the very, very minimum, is being able to kind of get rid of it whenever needed. I think his passing is relatively okay. That's a great through ball. Brooks with a great challenge, little ball roll, keeps the movement going, finds the ball through. Very, very excited with this Brooks card already. Brooks does seem like such a tank of a kind of centre-back. Very much like a Maldini in terms of you put somebody in front of him, he's just going to absolutely go through them. Yes, Brooks, great standing tackle. Even gets it away nicely. And again, it does get the block in, but it is offside regardless. Did think that he managed to just get himself a nick in there. So far, I'm very, very happy with Brooks. I feel like he's definitely put in a lot of effort into the team. Really, really strong defender. I'd probably say he's one of my favourites in terms of the Bundesliga centre-backs. Really, really done absolute wonders. Feeds in McKenny, who's going to get pushed by Pogba. Unfortunately, there is no simulation in this game, or obstruction. By far my favourite player out of the three. I really enjoyed Brooks. He is an absolute tank, like genuinely a tank. We whacked this shadow on him, gives him that huge pace boost, as well as maxing out his defending. Physical wise, other than the stamina, which isn't too much of a concern. I think it'd be more a concern going into extra time, where I'd be like, maybe it's time to swap him out. But other than that, 90 minutes, I think it's absolutely fine. You're not necessarily using massive amounts. And I think the agility balance is fine as well. I thought that would be the real problem we'd have with the card. But honestly, I really didn't notice a huge difference. Other than maybe using someone with ridiculous agility balance, he isn't necessarily going to show up as kind of like flagging or kind of really struggling. He played absolutely wonderfully. Every tackle was an absolute crucial and just a nasty tackle from him. And he wins the ball a lot. I think out of the Bundesliga centre-backs, I am loving Alaba at the moment, and I think Tapsoba is good to an extent. Hummels is out of the question. Boateng is not terrible, to be honest, but again, I think he's just slightly behind the curve. Lacroix is brilliant. Even Lucas, it is Lucas Hernandez, fantastic card. Unfortunately, Klosterman and Hernandez will not be getting an upgrade to go 92, or well, both of them 92. So unfortunately, that isn't going to happen. But Brooks most definitely coming in to steal the show there. So I think you've got a big big option to go with, because I think you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 centre backs to go with that I think definitely could be starters. Akanji is probably, if he got just another upgrade, maybe if it was like 89 you could put him in the running, but I think these 8 centre backs, you've really got an argument for all of them. Obviously Brooks is going to be the harder one in terms of links, because we've got Dortmund and Bayern who can obviously link to each other and get them perfect and strong links, which is absolutely fantastic, whereas Brooks unfortunately isn't going to get that. And I think Wolfsburg, you've got Mbabu. If you've done him, then obviously that's a cracking one, or Rocheleon or Roseleon, or I suppose even LaCroix. Actually, I will take that back. They've actually got quite a nice back line. In fact, you could literally go, you'd more than likely go with these 3. If you went 5 at the back, like genuinely that would be a class back line, putting Mbabu in the centre, putting Baku on the right. That actually is not a little bit of a bad back line. Who's the keeper? Is it, yeah, Casteels? Unfortunately, nothing high rated there. But I think for me, I don't know what it was. He did the basics right. He was absolutely stunning on the tackle. Every tackle he made was critical. It really, really kind of like went through players. And that for me is the most important part of a centre back, which is always fantastic to see. And I think, again, this SBC is an absolute wonderful one. Getting 3 players for 3 SBCs in one and then getting a pack back is very nice. Even if it is a prime gold, it still packs back from what you'd normally get nothing from. So like normally if you do each of these players individually like we do, you don't get anything. So it's nice that they even get something. And I do like the fact that they are nation based with different leagues, so that was always a big win in my opinion. I think Brooks for me has got to be hitting in that 9.2 9.3 zone. I think there is still things that he does need to work on. The agility balance would be nice to get a bit better. Obviously would love that 4-star weak foot if possible. Stamina, again, not necessarily things that are massively needing correction, but it's always nice as we're going up the ranks to have them just in case. Passing's absolutely fine. I'd say ball control and maybe a little bit more dribbling, but again, that's very, very minute details that don't necessarily need it. And again, you could then go say, I want more acceleration, because having to use the shadow disbenefits me from using an engine, from using an anchor. But I think for me, he fits the right position at the moment. So overall, I'm going to give him a 9.3 out of 10. Let me know down below what you think about him, if you have used him or do want him. Let me know down below. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.